Let's see, I need to try to adjust my screen just a tad. Well, that's about as close as I can get it adjusted. I can never see the same thing on the top of my screen on my laptop as you guys can see. So I always have to think about that. All right, so we could just take off right here. There we go. We got to cultivate this field. It's only 2 o'clock in game. Let's see, where are we at contract-wise? Okay, so that's $17,000, nice. What else do we have? There's bell wrapping. That's an easy one. That's up there beside Richard's farm. Let's see. Harvesting, nothing I want to harvest. There is a hoeing. We could mow. A couple of small plowing. Well, we'll see what we have. Yeah, we'll be feeding Lincoln as soon as we're done. So he'll be okay. Now let's check, okay, JR's will be ready after we sleep, which is nice. Anything else? No. Yes, Archie will have one ready. Okay, that's nice. And that's all. Oh no, we'll have one right here ready to, what is that? What is growing? Oh, that's oat. So we will be able to harvest one of our little fields right here. So we'll be able to capitalize on that. That's nice. Everything else I think we're going to have to plow up. What is that? That's corn. So we'll be able to harvest that also. This is probably potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. And what's this? Potatoes. Yep. All right, so not a lot to do. So we'll probably just finish this field, and then we will call it an end game day. I think that was the plan. So Monty, how was your day? All right, good. I actually didn't do much of anything today. Actually, I meant to go to the bank, and I just now remembered that. Maybe I'll remember to go tomorrow. I'm going to turn my air conditioner on. It's a little humid. Our humidity level earlier was 97%. The only sandwich shop I know of is Subway. And then, let's see. If we go on the outskirts of town, there is a Wendy's. And then, hey Eugene, how are you doing? And then, if we go to like the next town over, there's a Taco Bell and a Burger King. And the town that I used to live in, well, the town next to the town that I used to live in had a McDonald's. Eugene, how you doing? Actually, we have a McDonald's on the other end of town. I just now remembered that. So we have a McDonald's. We have a Wendy's. I think we might even have a Sonic drive-in. I think that might be a Sonic. You can tell I don't get out much. I was thinking earlier today about who I want to assign to different productions, because I think I want to do, I think I want JR to have the oil mill, the one that's in town, the one that's over there, and then he can do, Monty can be doing canola oil, and JR can do sunflower oil. And then there's actually, Richard has a grain mill, and then the town has 2 grain mills. So we can do different crops at different grain mills at some point, if that's what we find that we need to do. I'm still really interested in starting a solo farm on Porcupine Mountains. A solo start from scratch. Just take my time. Let's see here. I don't know why it always goes back to that particular hotspots. Oh, that's called Porcupine Mountains. What else could we do? We could do this one. This is mowing. Let's do a mowing contract because we could have it done. So let's borrow. Well, we won't make a ton of money, but we'll make a little bit of money. So let's borrow the equipment. I've seen a couple people play it on that map already. It looks like it's pretty good. It's not a flat map. I don't remember. I don't really know. I don't remember. I know it has both logging and farming. Oh, okay. I have not been seeing a lot from him lately, the last week or so. Okay, this is up on Dee Dee's farm. Yeah, hopefully. I know he mentioned he had not been feeling well. Almost crashed. I got to watch on my laptop to see if I could figure out the what kind of lag I have. And I almost hit that light post. Now, I believe this mower operates pretty quickly. All right. I don't think this will take too long. We'll do the headland row first. Well, I guess mowing would be considered harvesting. I was just going to say he skipped that part right there at the very beginning. I thought I remembered this mower working at a pretty quick rate of speed, which is nice. Sure can take them a while to get turned around. Hey, Richard. How are you doing? What game are you playing tonight? Oh, the new one. Yes, awesome. How is it? Have you played the rest of the franchise? I was going to ask about that the other day if anybody was into the Assassin's Creed franchise. Oh, that's awesome. You might have mentioned that to me before. I might have asked you about that. If I could play those type of games, I probably would have played all of them too. I just cannot play that type of games. Yeah, those are fun games. I did play part of Black Flag, and then there were a couple of other games that I played also, Valhalla, and then I can't remember. I know there was one more that I played part of it. My former son-in-law, he had a bunch of those games. He was really into the Assassin's Creed franchise. Gonna have to make an extra pass just to get this one. Well, maybe we won't. We might complete the contract without that. We'll see. Now there was another game that was really similar to Assassin's Creed, Japanese game I think, Shikiro or something like that. Now we'll get over here to return this, and then we'll see if there's another little contract we might want to do while the cultivator finishes. Now, after we sleep, I think because we're going to have the field up at Archie's place, I think we'll start up there. Because I need to see if his chickens, if we have any eggs, and whether they're selling. I'm not going to return that right now. I'm just going to see what else might... We can do bale wrapping. That's up there beside Richard's. So we could do that one, because we still have time to do it. So we might as well make some money while we're waiting. I don't want to do... That would be good, but I have to buy the seed, and I don't want to do that, so... Here, oh, here's hoeing also. Well, we may get to that one afterwards, but let's do this one. Let's do bale wrapping. So we will borrow the items. And this is just up past Richard's field. We could go into back way. Let's go into back way. Yeah, let's go this back way. And we're just doing a couple of contracts so we can make a little bit of money while we're cultivating. That's a contract too, but since we have to spend the time doing that, we might as well just double up. I had to stop at that corner back there and think for a second, where am I going? I don't usually come this way when I'm going to Richards, but I'm not exactly going to Richards. I'm going a little bit shy of Richards, a little bit short. So I decided to come around this way, but I'm not really used to it. I don't really come this way except to go up here to the house. I don't usually go past this point. So we'll start right down here. I almost drove all the way past that field, not paying attention. I was thinking it was that next one over there. Then I got to thinking, wait a minute. At least these you get to pick them up and you get to actually move and prepare yourself to pick up the next bale. I'm not lined up right, but it'll still take it, which is nice. I like this bell wrapper. It's pretty easy to use. I don't know how I went right over the top of that one. They're kind of supposed to be lined up the other way, but this thing will automatically turn them if you approach it slow enough. I think I hit that one a little bit off center, and I kind of bounced over it. I wonder what it would do if I tried to pick up the same bale again. I guess it probably wouldn't even recognize it since it's wrapped. Whoops. Oh, ladybug. Okay, no worries. How you guys been doing? Amber, how you guys been doing? Oh, okay. Well, y'all's farm is doing nicely. You can see your blue trailer up there. All right, we're at 81% complete on our cultivating. We'll just park this guy right here like this. Now let's see. Okay, so we can't do any more. So now we'll just ride along with this guy. He's on the headland roads. Okay, that's good. I always like to connect this field and the field directly above it right up there. I always played with this field. When I played ElmCreek FS19, I think, I played this. This was a canola field. And then I had that big field up on top right there as a sunflower field. And both of these supplied the oil mill, which is right up on the corner in the original map. And I'll tell you, if they'd fix that field up there and get rid of that hydrant that's in that field, if they would fix that, then I'd like to buy these two fields and connect them. And I'm a little bit surprised that that has not been fixed already with an update. Oh, nice. He did not have to actually pick that cultivator up. He just swung right around. I like it when they can do that. Now we might actually get to see some new contracts. Looks like we have one trip left. Actually, this guy will be done before we turn over a new hour, I believe. I don't think it'll take it that long. See, he was actually able to turn that corner. And that's a 45-degree angle. So they should always be able to do that. Now, I kind of was just wondering, just thinking about the potential as to how far can the AI go in a game like this. Just how far could you take the AI with the helpers? Could you for example, helper A, could you assign helper A the task of at 8 a.m. on a particular morning, he's to go plow this field, and they will go do that. I'm just wondering how far they'll be able to take the AI as helpers. Alright, so I don't have the chance to look at new contracts, so we'll just go ahead. It's a little bit early, but we can call it an in-game day. Don't brake check me. Let's see, did I have anything in this trailer? Did I leave anything in it? I was just wondering, because I don't normally leave it connected. So I was just wondering if there is a reason why I left it connected. Alright, we can collect on our contracts. Picked up 4,200. Another 17,000. That's nice. And 2,100. Alright. So now we can go sleep. It's a little bit early, like I said, but it'll be alright. And then we're going to have, we'll have Archie's field ready to go. So we will do Archie's field first. I think, was it JR's gonna be ready? I can't remember. I think there was another one. But hopefully I'll be able to figure out what's going on with the eggs, with Archie's eggs. I haven't seen any evidence of eggs yet. And we should be seeing some signs of eggs. So I want to find out what's happening there. And we'll feed Lincoln. And since we're here, we'll save the game. I should save it after we sleep, just because we've advanced the clock, so I'll save it again afterwards. I keep forgetting to wait and save it afterwards. Alright, we'll just save it again. Just because we advanced the clock, so we'll save it. Alright. Now, while we're up here, we want to come up here. Woo! A little heavy on the gas right there. I have to be able to use this up, so I have to just keep coming up here, and because I have a full truckload sitting there waiting. And I can drive this truck. I don't have to take the pickup. Actually, let's do that. We don't really need to take this with us. We'll take that other truck. good thing it's winter time. I'd have had a difficult time seeing to get that down, that little pathway. Do you guys remember that old, this old movie called Duel? Now I'm hoping it'll let me water these. How come it's not letting me flood this? Is it ready to harvest? Is that the problem? Okay, because it's ready to harvest. I forgot. Those fields, we have this field, that's oats. We can go down here and do it first. We can go down there and do that field first. And then what else do we have? We just have Archie's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all there is. Yeah. So we can go down here and do this one first. No, I want to do Archie's first. Yeah, I want to do Archie's first. Oh, I don't even know why I stopped there. I don't need to flood that. It's ready to harvest. It doesn't look like it's ready to harvest. That's why. I'm not accustomed to just a green field. Let me see. I think it's I don't want to dump diesel fuel. That's what I want. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go up and do Archie's field. He's got sorghum. So we'll be harvesting sorghum. Well, this is one of the slowest rides in the game. Now, for this purpose right here, it would be nice if everybody had their own harvester. I don't really understand the purpose of some of those trails right back there. We'll get this guy started. I gotta check on the eggs. What's going on with the eggs? I don't have anything spawned. But let me see here. What is happening with the eggs? See, it says 0. Why do we not have eggs? I don't understand that. So I don't know if I have this thing set up correctly to sell, but if it isn't selling, then it should be storing them on pallets, and I just don't see any. I don't understand why there's no eggs, because I bought chickens, and there's a rooster. Let's see, how many animals? And there's 61 chickens. Did I buy that many chickens? I didn't buy that many chickens, did I? I don't even know if this thing's working. The food level has not gone down. So I just don't know. I don't understand that. But let's see. I really think that there's probably enough sorghum in this one field to really keep Archie's chicken coop fully supplied. Well, I'm sure there is. But maybe not once the chicken coop has max capacity. I guess we'll find out. Monty, how's your coloring page coming along? Yeah, it won't take him too long to get this finished. Let's see, after we get this field done, we'll do, let's go down and do, we'll do Granny's, and then we'll come back up and do, JR's. Yeah, I think that's the best way. Yeah, because that's the only ones that we have that are ready. And then we can look at some contracts too. Actually, we can look at contracts just to see what might be available for the moment. Whoops. Nothing that we want, so we'll, Angel, how are you? Angela. All right. I've seen you doing some coloring with Kim. Oh, you get the other side out next month, okay? I'm hoping maybe next month I'll get fitted for some new teeth. I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but hopefully it's next month. You know what I just thought of? Oh no. No, I got lucky. Whew. I'll show you. All right, last pass. Now, I thought I had made my job a little bit more difficult, but then when I looked over here, I realized I got lucky because I left the top open. I left the cover open on this trailer. Otherwise, I would have to go get a tractor and come up here and connect to the trailer just to open the cover. I don't like leaving these trailers uncovered, but I don't really have a choice. Unless I can buy a cheap tractor and hook it up to that, but I'm not going to do that now, because that's just one more vehicle I have to cycle through. Starjoy Gold. I don't know if I've heard of those or not. Monty just got some polychromos. I'll be nice and let that guy go around me. Oh. I just did clip that sign. Yeah, I think that's cool that they came in a tin. I am going to be buying Angela the Color 520 pencils. Actually, I'm going to buy that 550 set. I'm going to be coloring that Kirby Roseanne's T-Rex if you have that page, Angela. Don't know if I can fit through here. Oh, I did. We can go ahead and harvest these fields. We'll just keep that guy working and he can harvest all 3 of these fields while we're working on Archie's. Now we can use the medium tractor on this one. We'll get the fertilizer spreader. The sea turtle. I think I did that page. Not in Kaleidomorphia, but in Mythic Animals. But I think it's the same page. I'll have to look. But if I had that page available, now are you doing that page? The sea turtle page? I just recently started, we're doing a buddy color with the bird and butterflies page in Kaleidomorphia. So that is the page I am currently working on. Is that page with the bird and the all the butterflies, the 2-page spread. I just about had the entire chat log pop up on my TV screen. I was like, what is going on? Alright, that was quick enough. Yes, Monty. I'm pretty sure it's going to go into next week. There's still a lot to do. I have a lot to get done yet. Yeah, I'm going to be coloring on the birds and butterfly for at least another week, probably. And probably more than that, really. We'll just have to see. And then I might actually start on that page you're coloring on. I'll have to look in the book, because I'm going to need something to do between the page I'm working on now and the T-Rex, because I'm not going to start that until the first part of September. Oh, okay. Now those I have seen on Amazon. I think I have those bookmarked on Amazon, actually. I'm not going to connect to that. I'm just going to park right there because we want our large tractor for the plow. We want that extra horsepower. Oh, tamales. I like tamales. Man, I'm having to go through the gauntlet here. I want to see how far this harvester is. He should be almost done with at least one field. Okay, it looks like I'm going to have to go around the outside edge because he skipped a bunch of stuff. I don't know why I missed all this stuff along the edge. Maybe because it's on that berm. Well, that sounds good. I think I'm going to have to start up this way. It's called what? Master. Wow, I've not heard of those. I gotta turn my air conditioner off, guys, so I kind of ran off the road there because I'm not looking at the TV screen. I had to get up and go turn my air conditioner off. Well, I like tater tots too. Tater tots with cheese. Well, I like them with chili and cheese. I don't believe I've had them with just plain. I went the wrong direction, but we can get into it from up here. We can go this way, I think. Woo! Okay, he's not making a lot of sense to me right now. I guess that's all he can do without it being considered a headland row. Let's see if this guy, yeah, I can see he skipped a bunch of stuff. And this we are just going to be taking right over here next door to Joe's. Oh, nice. I want some of those Ohuhu pencils. Simply because I'm from Hawaii. Well, I lived in Hawaii. I don't know why it left this stuff along the edge. Why I got some of it and didn't get this part, I don't know. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, there's really nothing over there. We got some over on this side. That would be a good place to put a little bit of water, make a little swimming hole. Now let's see, we need our planter, and I'll get it up here in Archie's field, get it started, then I gotta take a quick break. And then we'll go ahead and set this up for sorghum before we do anything. That way I don't forget to do that. I do often forget. All right. Now when I'm pausing the game at the end of each live stream, instead of like ending gameplay and exiting the game, it's not respawning all the traffic signs. So now I'm beginning to acquire quite a few traffic signs laying on the ground. That's kind of funny. I actually remembered and did it correctly that time. Alright guys, I need to take a quick break, so I'll just let you ride along with him. I'll kind of leave you overhead so you don't really get hung up in the trees with the camera. Okay, guys, I'm back. Angela, that's a good question. That's something I've been working on. Is working on learning about lighting and shading, shadows. The only thing I know to do is just to use yellow and just to color in a glow, a yellow glow around your bulb. Okay, Eugene. I've been streaming for just over 2 hours, guys. Well, I can already see See, how come I can't use that harvester? Now we're going to come back out this way. We'll take this over to Joe's. Let me see. I might not have to drop the header. I was going to drop the header back there, but I really don't want to backtrack. And we're going to be heading down to Granny's. We have one small field down there of oats. Wait a minute. There it is. I was going to say, I thought it was here somewhere. At least I can get in there without dropping that header. Alright, so we're going to be going down to Granny's. I might look into getting a different harvester. This one has the capacity that I like, but there is another one. We'll take a look here in a minute. There is another one that also has a large capacity. Well, you know, now that disappeared. I'll have to look, because that whole pack disappeared when I lost Riverbend Springs, when that crashed. Oh, that sounds cool, Angela. Now I have the neon, the Colure 50 neon set. Oh, get away from me. Well, I was hoping I could just clear that. Nice, put a scratch on this car. That'd be okay. Let's see. We can go ahead and grab the fertilizer spreader. And we'll go fertilize these fields over here, JR's fields. I don't know what that was. I was climbing over. Yeah, I like them. I just used them on one of my pages that I colored. Monty and I just did a page in Kirby Roseanne's Dark Fairy Tales, and I used some of the Colour neon pencils in that. Now I'll just go ahead and take this down to Granny's so we can go ahead and fertilize that. Let's see, what do we have here? Harvesting. Oh, where is that at? I see, right, it's right over there. Oh, right over there at Joe's. So, so when we get done here, we can go harvest some sorghum. Okay. So we are now finished up at Archie's field. It's planted. Now, let's see. We're going to take this to, I believe we'll take it down here to the grain elevator, just on the bottom side, down below our farm. And we'll sell this down there. So we'll put a little bit of money in our bank, since this came off of Granny's field and we're getting it ready for her. So all I have to do with that field now is just plow it, and then we'll leave it sit. And I can plow the other two fields around it. I was going to go sell this sorghum, but I'm just going to put it in my silo. I haven't made any money from selling crops yet. So I don't really want to do that, because it's just going to, I have all the soybeans. I haven't sold any of those yet. Okay, Eugene, God bless you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. I hope you sleep well, and I hope you have a great day ahead. I'm probably not going to stay for a whole lot longer tonight. Long enough to get things replanted, probably. Unless there's some super good contracts. I actually have not sold any soybeans yet. I want to wait until I have a whole bunch, and then I would just sell them to the grain mill or farmer's market, more than likely. I will probably sell them to farmer's market when the time comes. One thing I want to kind of look at, because I don't even know how much capacity this particular silo has. Oh, you're getting everything organized. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here? See, we've got 186,000 liters of canola. Sorghum, we have 88,000 on soybeans. I have no idea how much my soybeans, $5,500. So I'm going to make a killing when I sell my soybeans. But I'm not going to sell them yet. So we can just park this right here for now. Now we will go retrieve our planter from Archie's. Now we'll go down, we'll start plowing. Actually, I'm going to go down. No, I think I'm going to plow JR's rice fields. I'll do those first. Sorry. My hands are really hurting tonight. I'm having a hard time holding on to this controller. Now, we do not have to put this away because we are going to be using it. So we'll just pull it around this way. for now. Oh, you had to get your different phone's battery going dead. Whoops. Now I wonder how you get rid of a rice field. What if you have a rice field, but you don't want it to be a rice field anymore? How can you get rid of it? Have to come back and touch up the edges. I couldn't tell if there was a little bit that it missed up here on this end. Well, I know it did on the end, but I mean on this corner on this side right here. Up on this end there was. In case y'all can't tell, I decided to do this myself instead of having the helper do it. Maybe I should have had the helper do it. Now I may have to plant these myself too because they'll skip stuff on the edges. And I don't know how to remove a rice field. So I'm kind of stuck with these rice fields. Whoops. And I wiped those signs out, didn't I? Let's see, I'm going to put this just on the side of the road right here because we're going to be using it down at Granny's. So we'll park it right here. Actually, maybe I can use the medium tractor for the planter this time. Let's see here. Long grain rice. Alright, we'll let the helper do it. I was going to do it myself, but I'll just let the helper do it. And I'll go ahead and grab the plow. We'll head down to Granny's. What's that guy sitting there for? Does he not like my plow sitting beside the road like that? It's not on the road. Whoops. I'm really sleepy. I didn't even see that light post. Now we will just go ahead and prep these 3 fields. And they will be fertilized 100%. Whoops. I don't know how it skipped that right there, but it did. Had to take a second look where I was at. Just make sure that I wanted to do this field too. I'm pretty sure our planter is ready to move over to the next field. Well, no. Wow. I would have thought that would have been done before now. Must have got hung up on something somewhere. Well, I'm going to have to do this myself. The helpers can't even do these fields because they get hung up. Ah, come on. Not really liking rice fields all that much. They're very difficult to work with. Helpers can't work them. They get hung up too much. Now that I'm not going to plow up yet. I'm going to leave that until next time we harvest. I'm going to get these inner fields connected though. And that way the only thing we have to do is just connect the outer to the inner. Be real careful. Now it doesn't really have to be perfect because it's going to be all connected before we plant it again anyway. I just like for it to look neat. But it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I just like for it to look neat. And I'm just plowing over to the edge so there is no tire tracks. Now that's ready to be planted when we harvest the next time. All we got to do is plow up our road and we're good to go. Well, I almost thought about going ahead and plowing up those roads, connecting all that, but it'd be easier for me to do it next time if I just wait. Because I don't have to be neat about it next time if I wait. If I do it this time, I got to be careful. Come on, dude. What are you doing? That was pretty good timing. Now it should be able to do everything else okay since I went in front of the water pipe. Let's see what kind of contracts there are. Not really much, but there is a plowing contract. So let's do a plowing contract. We can accept this plowing contract. I'm not going to stay on too much later tonight, guys. I've been streaming for over 3 hours already. But let's do this. This won't take too long to do this one. So let's do this one. Accept it. And that field's really just right over there. We used to have a road that we could cut through right there, but we don't have that no more. And this will probably be our last field for tonight. But this will give us a chance to make a few quick $1,000, about $5 grand really quick. While we're still planting in the other field. this field ready to harvest? Oh, no. Oh, well, maybe. It is. And that's sorghum. How much is this field? 121,000. We may have to buy that field since it's ready to harvest. And it is a crop we can use. And it is one of Joe's, and that was the next. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. I'm not going to do anything with it tonight, but that will give us a starting point for next time. So I am going to buy this field right here, and we can harvest this next time. And that falls right in perfectly with what I was wanting, because I was wanting to expand Joe's field. Or Joe's farm, rather. So that works out good. And then the next thing I'll buy, I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Blues Rope Factory. Because I think everybody else is just about set up where they have enough crop to keep their factories going. While that guy's finishing that, I'm going to grab this harvester. I'm going to take it around there to Joe's field. We're not going to start harvesting yet, though. I'm just going to take it over there so it's ready. And if it's over there, then I'll remember what I'm going to be doing next time. One thing I want to look at, though, before I do that, I want to look at harvesters right quick. What about this guy right here? I think I want to upgrade to this harvester. What is the working? Let me see about headers, though. That's one thing I got to check on. So we do have headers here. What's the working width? Okay, so we can set up a working width. Okay, same thing here. Yeah, we can change the working width. And then we have a trailer. So this is, I'm going to want to upgrade to this setup right here. So there's 150,000. 150,000, 450,000 I need. I need to consider that. Maybe I will not buy the rope factory. I will save up to buy this instead. I think this might be the thing. Yeah, let's do that. So we need about 500,000. And we will upgrade our harvester. As much as I like this harvester, I might keep it though. I'll probably will keep it. We'll have 2 harvesters. Well, I was just thinking to myself a few minutes ago, I have not had the low controller battery notification yet. I just got it. Now, right before I pause it at the end, I might start this guy. Just hit the start button, the higher the helper button, and let it start, because that way when we come back, it's automatically going to start, because I'll pause the game, and that way we don't have no trouble. I don't have a problem remembering where I was at. I want to get this finished up here, get this plowing done. Alright, while that guy's doing that, I'll go ahead and grab the planter. Uh, He seems to think he's finished, but he didn't even plow that part right there. Oh yeah, that was a contract. That's why I can't finish it. All right. So this is where we're going to leave things sit for tonight, guys. Now what I will do, I will go ahead and hire the helper and let him start. Not that it really matters, but let's straighten this guy out just a little bit. All right, now we can take this guy back up to the house, to the coffee factory. Well, it's driving like it has a flat tire. Why is it acting all crazy? What is going on with this truck? This thing acts like it's got something stuck underneath it, like it's dragging something. not acting all rough now, but it was acting rough. It was shaking, bouncing all around. That was kind of weird. Well, now it's doing it a little bit there, right there too. Weird. Almost forgot, but we do have contracts, don't we? I thought we had contracts to accept or to collect on. Oh, just one. Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't remember collecting on the rest of them, but I guess I did. Okay. That's okay. As long as we collected them. Now it's acting all crazy again. Why is it driving like this? Because it's going up a hill and it's got a full load on it? Is that why? Should not be struggling this much. Although I guess we are climbing a hill. But look at it vibrate. Why is it bouncing around so much like that? I've got the pedal to the metal. And it is struggling to pull this hill. I don't remember it being like this last time, but it must have been 4 miles an hour going up this hill. Trying to, almost drug it down to a dead stop. Two miles an hour. Oh. Finally. What are you honking at me for? You're the one who's... That guy's totally got me blocked up in here. Come on. I keep saying I'm going to turn the traffic off. Because they run all the stop signs, everything. If they followed the rules, then I wouldn't mind so much. Well, we're going up another little hill, I can tell. Come on, truck. If I had to use this truck to drive around the map very much, I would not want to do it. Because this thing does not run very good. And it must just be because it has that full load, so it's so heavy. It's the only thing I can figure. I don't remember it driving like that before. Wow. I just do not remember this truck struggling like this the last time we brought it up here. This thing don't want to run at all. Hey Jody, how are you? I am doing good, thank you. I'm actually getting ready to end my live stream. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours now. So I was just getting ready to end. Thank you, Jody, likewise. We'll leave that guy parked right there. And then we're going to save the game right here, guys. We'll save it and then pause it. And then that's where it'll sit until next time. Let's see, save it. And then we'll go pause. So we're going to leave it sit right there for tonight, guys. My low battery warning has already come up. So we'll leave it sit here. There's Lincoln down there, just ran by. And we'll do it again Wednesday night, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, everybody. Jody, sorry I'm leaving as soon as you got here. We'll do it again Wednesday night, guys, Thursday morning. Until then, everybody, God bless.